But whenever he drop you off at the Greyhound and send your ass back here, you know what? I miss you. What? Focus on self.
What's your name again?
That's not selfish. We said this, one of these last podcasts, bro. It's okay to take a day for yourself. It's all right. Because until we willing to take that day for ourselves and just, I'm talking about literally not sitting in the house with all this noise, going to find a hobby, going to the gym, go fit it, whatever it is. Just take that one day out of 7 to yourself and just give that one all to you. But because you have to come down just to go back up, because we have to. We never take time to ourselves.
I want to go see Deadpool.
I'm going to tomorrow. I might see tonight, but I don't know. I might be feeling a little too good.
Movie by yourself.
The biggest thing is men looking out for other men, and that's a pause. But ultimately, we don't care for each other, and that's my biggest thing. Is I grew up no father, no nothing, but I sought out mentors. I got my big brother here, and we lean on each other a lot.
I texted you the other time I was here. Did you guys get my text?
I got your text when you was there. I thought you were saying some other shit, but anyway, don't interrupt my. I'm playing. Nah, he do tile, right? He's the tile guy. Now we do construction, we do work, but the biggest thing is men need to check on men. Yeah. We don't do enough of that. You can look to your wife. Your woman might look at you a little crazy, and certain things you can and can't reveal. But the conversations we have, ultimately, I can't have with nobody else. Pause, but on this earth, you know what I mean? That's my brother, and everybody needs that because we keep each other going, and we're at heights that honestly neither one of us have been at before, and it's not because of each other, but we've helped each other get to that point at the same time, and we're doing certain things together and certain things separate. Everybody's evolving and elevating, and that's the big thing that everybody needs to push in their circles. Help everybody that you touch it. Stop worrying about the whole world. Y'all don't gotta be fucking Superman. Just be that of your 4-5 people, 10, 20, and y'all combine together.
Stop competing.
Stop competing. What you need? You don't need to compete with the person next to you.
Every man needs another man that can get them off that ledge. Yeah. If you don't have that man, seek it. Yeah. Because that ledge is very near for us all.
It is.
Listen, I can smile all day in front of all my family and friends because I have to. But you never know how dark I am. You don't even know how dark my sleep is. I wake myself up sometimes because I was almost gone there. Then I wake up to reality and be like, shit, I'm almost gone here too. Which direction do you want to be gone at? Right. You have to have somebody that you can reach out to, because a woman will never understand a man's darkest because they're not meant to. We're supposed to just look past that. We have to have somebody we can talk to, a therapist, a grandpa, a best friend. Just men need to talk to men, and we need to get us out of this funk that we in, because all we doing is sitting up here trying to be something that we can't. We can't. I'm not Superman, Iron Man. I'm not an Avenger. I'm not none of that. I'm just me, and I can't pretend every day that I don't try to be one of them superheroes for somebody in my realm. But I love so hard to wear a pause. I have to put a cape on to make myself feel better, because I'm a helper. That's just what I'm good at. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? When I need that help, who I got to call? A box of cigarettes, maybe an ounce of weed, maybe some 1738, but I still have to wake up from that intoxication to my reality. We got to love each other more. I don't, like I say before, I don't want to compete with no woman on this planet, because that's no competition. All I want to do is compete with what I used to be and be better than that today. That's it.
That's a big crutch for a lot of people, though, to lean on something. Like, I don't do alcohol anymore. I can't. It hurts too much in the morning. Like, I get, like, at a certain age, you just feel so much pain through your body, and you can't even get like, I work, like, I'm at 40 right now. I do tile, and if I'm a whole day just doing, like, tile, I'm on the floor, like, maybe 4 hours, boom, doing a whole section, laid it down. I gotta, each tile is like 24 by 14 or something like that. You know, big old tile pieces. Got to put mud on it, mud on the floor. I'm doing that, and at the end of the day, my whole body's sore. And on top of that, then I go do DoorDash.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And
I'm
then
not
I gotta
done.
go be a father.
Your brain don't get to
and
shut
then I get
off.
home, and then I get home, and then my girl expects me to help her clean the house. I'm like, yo, I'm like, you're here all day with the kids already. She's trying to work. It's just like it's hard to make those compromises.
Yeah.
Like she don't want to be cleaning all day and taking
And
care
I
of the kids
get
all
it.
day. And I understand too. And she has her job.
But I don't want to cut that grass either.
So, yeah,
And I don't want to change that oil. I don't want to put gas in your car.
Yeah.
I don't want to
work
fix
2
that light.
jobs.
I don't want to do a lot of stuff,
exactly,
but I
you
have to.
Yeah, and
I
they don't
can
get
come
it. My
help
girl
you.
don't get it.
I
I'm
need
like,
you to
Listen,
contribute.
sometimes-
It's a unit. God damn it.
If my girl, don't matter what girl I'm dealing with, if I see that she needs and she don't have, we talked about this 80-20, 70-30, 60-40, 50-50. You know, we talked about them realms. If I see, I can look at you and be like, she just don't have that. Babe, hey, listen, go lay down. I got this. I go clean up the kitchen, take the trash out, make sure the kids is. I stand in there. I didn't know how to do that as a young man because I didn't see a value in a woman. I never knew the value of a woman until I wanted one. I don't need one, but I pay attention now to every want you want, and I want you to do the same thing for me because we supposed to be like this. Listen, if we get back to zero and we end up in a box on the side of the road, as long as you're in that box with me, I am fine. We'll make it out of this. I promise you. Listen, what was that movie with Eddie Murphy and when they seen the dude on the side of the road? Was it Coming to America? It was Coming to America. When the dudes on Changing Places, you know, they went broke.
Trading places.
Yeah, and then Eddie Murphy and them came and gave him that wad of money and was like, hey, they got back on top.
Yeah.
The thing is you never know where somebody came from, and you never know where they're about to go. I don't judge. I can't judge because I know what kind of life I had. So I can't sit up here and say I'm better than you because I'm not better than nobody. I'm not. But also, if you come to me with a problem, I'm not about to sit up here and be like, bro, you a piece of shit for that. I can't do that because guess what? I did something way worse than that. But I'm here for whatever side of this conversation that you need me on. You need me to be that devil's advocate? Let me be that. You need me to be that talk you to that? Let me be that. Because I'm going to need that at the time too. Men need men to be better men.
Iron sharpens iron. And it just
and
makes
until
sense.
I don't have pride. My daddy showed me pride. Pride is something that will take you down a rabbit hole that you don't want to be involved in.
You know what I found out recently? And it's connected to my girl. Like, but it's like only childs are very selfish. They don't think of other people. Naturally.
They had nobody to share
I
with.
got a friend that is only child. Same, like he's nice. He's a nice guy. He calls me selfish.
Only child syndrome.
But he's constantly asking for somebody to do something for him.
Oldest child.
You know? And it's
Because mom and daddy did.
like my girl constantly looking for me to do everything for her.
Oh, she an only child?
She's always only child. So it's like she's constantly, instead of like, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do this, blah blah blah. It's like hey, I need to do this, so I need you to do this. Like she's always looking for me to fill in. I'm like, why don't we try to get a daycare person together? But she's looking for me to fill in, all the time. I'm like, what do you want me to do? It's like I'm already full, hands
You
full.
mama and daddy.
All the time. I'm already bringing home food. Like she don't want to cook, so I have to go buy
a kid.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I tell her all the time.
Listen, the
He was
man
like,
in the
why
house.
do you expect me to be the father?
The man in the house. Listen, the man in the house is the mother and the father. Now, whenever it's just a single mama, she's the mother and the father. It's hard to be a man in this society every year because we keep competing against other fathers that we didn't travel down the same road. We should not be put up against society. Yeah. Listen, whatever size house this is, that's all that matter. Everybody, whenever we walk through this door and all of us is in here, that's all that matter to me. I don't care what's behind the other door, but I'm gonna prep you for tomorrow. But today, we need to sit down and talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's work out some stuff that makes sense for both of us, because I've been busting my ass. I'm not saying that you didn't, because you have a hard job just as well. But at the same sense, I'm willing to help you if you're willing to help me. I'm not a narcissist. I used to be. But the thing about my mind is so strong I could turn on and turn off at any point. You have to get your mind back. Listen, people be in the gym to get this certain stature. So I told Trump, 14 your mind is more important than what you look at like on the outside. It's bodybuilders that didn't wipe themselves out. What did that end up doing? We have to pay attention to our psyche before anything. I want us to be on the same page, man and woman. If we can't get to that, I can't be here no more. And I'm not talking about people that's married, because I've never been married. I don't know that lifestyle. But as a single man and would love to be married, I know things about myself I have to change to even cross that. Because I'm not going to be willing to cross that plane until I know that everything on the outside don't matter no more. You it for me. You it. So I have a lot of healing for myself to do. Narcissism is a learned behavior. I learned so much stuff from a single mother. My mama showed me how to cook. My mama showed me what gangbanging was. Not a man. You know what I'm saying? My mama was on a red team. I decided to go the other way. But all of my taught behaviors were taught. Once I realized that that's not my reality, I stepped away from the plate and focused on my reality, what makes sense for me. And I was damaged. I was not good for nobody. Because why? I'm too busy focusing on what everybody else's perception of me is. Now I don't give a I don't care what you think about me. Because at the end of the day, when that box shuts, or I'm cremated, or whatever the case may be, I gotta go answer to the man upstairs by myself. I can't sit up here and make excuses about that. You know what? Jeff made me do that, or Jonathan made me, or Chrissy, or whatever female that I decide to use it as an excuse. That's narcissist behavior. Me blaming everybody else for all the choices I made. We all grew up on Looney Tunes. You remember the wolf? They got the good wolf and the bad wolf on their shoulder. But for some strange reason, he always just chose to go this side. And the outcome was always a bad outcome. That's reality. We have that on our shoulder every single day. So the choices we make is all predicated off what we do and what we choose to do. That's why I was willing and able to just turn off that narcissism button, because I'm like, bro, my mind is too strong to make somebody else the reason for what I did.
Destiny is a choice.
Yep. You know what I'm saying?
I think accepting failure is
I love failure.
Yeah.
Because I win so much.
Yeah, but if you don't accept
right, but pain makes us greater at the end of the day. Especially as men, we have to go through failure. Like that first heartbreak that we've all been through. Yeah. That shit, sure you haven't, motherfucker. Talk your shit. But that first heartbreak, we all know we went through it. But if you what did that first heartbreak do? It turned you into a whole nother motherfucker. It made you look at every woman different. And we all have to go through that. And we have to go through pain. Yeah. The second one is even worse than the first. Cause like, how does this bitch just get me again? You know what I mean? So it's just a process.
We got to learn how to actually change from our failures. A lot of people don't change though. Yeah, like you can fail a million times. It's like, what did I do wrong? It's like you didn't accept the fact that you did fail, and you didn't accept the fact that you needed to change the thing to get better. So you're not gonna change. Like people think like, oh, it wasn't my fault. You blame somebody else. Some people go, that's narcissism right there. Like my brother used to do it all the time. He's like, oh no, this whole situation that happened had nothing to do with me, even though I wanted to run the situation and it didn't go the way I wanted to. So it didn't go exactly the way I wanted it to. So it's not what I wanted. Even though it did go kind of the way you wanted it to, it's not what I wanted. It was like, so it's everybody else's fault except mine. That's narcissism.
That's narcissism. Except mine.
It was your baby brother.
No, he was older.
Oh, he was
7 years older. No, he. My mom raised,
oldest be the biggest problem.
I used to blame. I used to blame the teachers, the principals, my siblings, the police. She said this.
Yeah.
But when you reverse back and play it play by play, you'll see your fault.
Yeah.
But most of us are not willing to go back to the whole scene. They just pluck out whichever makes sense for them. Narcissism.
Yeah.
That was my biggest problem because my whole youth, it was easy to blame somebody. Even though I knew this situation was 50-50, if it failed on the bad side, I gotta blame her. If it failed on the right side, guess what? It was all me. You know what I'm saying? That's narcissism.
You ever get in a fight when you were a kid though, like in middle school or like earlier? Like if you never fought before, right? Mm-hmm. And it's your friend, like he got egged on by like another person to fight you. Like, hey, why are you friends with this dork? Why don't you fight him? I had that situation when I was a kid, and this kid fought me, and because I thought he was my friend, I laughed for some reason. Like I couldn't fight him.
Yeah.
Like I kept laughing. And I fell to the floor. I was like, I couldn't get up. I was like laughing, and it was just like a nervous response. You know, because I didn't want to hurt my friend. Yeah. And what I realized, I heard about that recently is like, it was an inner thing about you, you know, not knowing how to go through the betrayal of your friend and not wanting to accept it, right? And not in the intention of trying to hurt your friend.
And that's the turnoff. Like, wait a minute, he really trying to hurt me. So wait a minute,
especially as a kid,
is he really my friend?
Right?
Is these people egging him on to beat on me?
His thing is like, I think his father beat him. You know what I'm saying? So like
I'm gonna beat him too.
You know, so
right.
Like,
I swear,
hitting kids.
Gonna put hands on your ass. Yeah, that's what I ain't gonna lie. When you said not knowing how to fight, I ain't gonna lie. I guess I went to gladiator school or something because I don't remember a time in my life where I wasn't fighting. So. Yeah, I would have whooped that kid's ass. I ain't gonna lie, I was slapping kids in elementary.
But you know what? A lot of us didn't miss a lot of fights, ran from a lot of fights, tucked from a lot of fights.
But a lot of people that were bullies were beat at home, taking advantage of it at home. Like they were abused. So that's why it's like, I'm like, as much as I try to fight kids in school, like I got in a couple more fights and stuff. I became friends with the people.
And I used to try to bully people because I was getting bullied by the other kids, type shit, you know. Yeah. So I just felt like, oh well, this is a normal thing to do.
I was a popular kid, so I don't have no clue what that felt like. I had a lot of friends growing up, but how many do I have now at a 40-year-old pace of life? That's my journey number.
And it's like that's the same shit my mom used to always try to tell my ass. She used to be like, that ain't your friend, you know. And them ain't your friends. You ain't have no friends. I used to always think my mom was just a hater, you know. just hating, you know. And like sure enough, you know, like how he said, like how many friends I got now? Just like 1 or 2, you know.
People don't really be mattering at the end of the day. But I don't know, I kind of knew that at a young age. Like I just saw people for who they was. I never was really like into the superficial stuff. Honestly, like my friends was just my friends. Like if somebody was for me during that time, cool. When they wasn't, but I don't know. I was that way from losing stuff at a young age.
Everybody so like me,
you know. No, I'm just me. I just was just me. I didn't care about being liked or not being liked. I'm gonna just be myself, and I always been that way. I'm still that way now. My friends is my friends. If you're not my friend, then whatever. But I'm gonna keep living my life.
We used to settle confrontation on the dance floor. I'm getting out of the middle, and I'm about to kill you, bro. That's how we
went back to the cardboard box era. Listen, I thought he was gonna say
listen, confrontation got settled on the dance floor.
Okay, Ozone.
And after that, you gonna shake hands because I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, you know I'm gonna kill you. But we friends now. You know, maybe we can collaborate next time.
Hey, we gotta have a clip of Mr. Davis breakdancing at the end of
Did the fight happen after the dance?
No, hell no.
So we just shook hands and just tried again next day?
And that's it. Now we get to the era of now the girls is dancing all you don't have no enemy no more. You know what I'm saying? Because there was ways that men settle. You know, you knock this little napkin off your stuff, bow. Or slap you with the glove or whatever. I mean, Ozone and Turbo, that was our era that we grew up in. I mean, there was a lot of action. You beat on some people. That's just life. But dance competitions. Hey, I'm gonna talk shit about you, your mama, your best friend, and once we get to this, hey, meet me at club such and such and such and such. And guess what? That whole circle, me and you. Let's see what you really got out here. I'm gonna kill you. But at the end of that killing, ain't nobody dead. We get to shake hands because the girls used to pee pop in that era. So hey, listen, I'm looking at you like, yeah, I see you. We don't have that no more. Everybody too busy chitty bang bang. You know what I'm saying? Men don't talk to men. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, can I talk to you real quick? I don't even know what's wrong with us, but bro, what happened?
There's a lot of aggression with couples though, and like when you go to straight clubs compared to like gay clubs.
I don't go to gay clubs.
I see. So like I had a friend.
My bad, bro. Look, he said versus. Damn, what you got going on? What life you living?
Nothing.
He about to enlighten us to some different shit.
Go ahead.
So when there's a big difference between gay clubs and straight clubs. So when you go to a gay club, they don't bother you. Mm-hmm. Like in straight clubs, is everybody beefing, looking at each other's girls, and don't look at my girl. So there's this defensiveness, this is aggressiveness.
It ain't the same in a gay club?
No, they don't have that. They're mad cool.
It's there.
Everybody's mad cool. Everybody's just trying to
I can't lie. Me and my brother went to a spot in Wichita, bro. And they was just like, pause. We was there for the female. But like, we never take y'all females. And it was another regular club right next door, and the energy was off. The men looking at you like, nigga, you looking at my girl. You know what I'm stuff like that. But
if your girl is bi, there's gonna be a three-way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's
if you're the right dude, but if you're the right dude, it's not gonna be, because she ain't gonna be trying to share that dick. That's just what it is.
Well, it depends on the girl.
Because you're laying it down.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You meet the girl that you meet is what you were into at the time. It's like, you never know what you're gonna be into.
I would be having threesomes every night, goddamn it, because that's what I'm into. Hey, we're doing a calling out right now. Kiko's Construction. Topic is narcissism and threesomes.
Let's get to the end of that. So go around and just ask everybody on our topic, like, what's the best way, or what do you see that can fix the relationship aspect of narcissism, confidence, and gaslighting? What is one thing, maybe even two?
It's therapy. If somebody's narcissist, they need therapy. There's nobody that's gonna in the relationship that's gonna correct each other. Mm-hmm. If the guy corrects the girl and she's narcissistic, then she's gonna call you out and gaslight you.
Are you talking about couples therapy? Or
yeah. Okay. In general, I'm like, if it's a guy and you just say the girl tells him, hey, you got the issue, he's gonna be like, no, it's all you the issue. So it's like it's very hard to tell somebody that is narcissistic that they have to get help for it.
Right.
It's like, because they're not gonna believe you. They're not gonna be like, hey, because they already lived their life. And it's like, this is how I function. So it's very hard to break that. In general, for me, like, I don't know. We'd have to talk to a therapist or like some psychiatrist or somebody that could break that down a little bit more.
Got me, partner.
Man, my first marriage was 13 years with a narcissist.
Damn, she a Scorpio?
I don't know what the heck she was, but basically, it beat me down to the point where, I had no identity. I had no man to talk to. I had no friends to talk to. I had no days off to, take to myself.
That's right.
Get some time back, my own mindset.
Reset.
Yeah. Nothing. And it was just hell.
Every day.
What can you do to get fixed? Some people they can't be fixed with therapy. They just got to find life out on their own.
They just their own different
and that's what it took from me, is it's distancing myself from that person. And unfortunately, there were kids involved at the time, so that took a long time for the kids to be, get back on track. But shoot, man, building my own confidence back up after that, finding out that I did have an identity, finding out that I did have people I could talk to outside. Can you get them help? Sometimes, but they're not going to see. They got that pride thing. They got that I have no fault
thing.
And I'm like, you can't get them help if they're not ready to get help. They can have their entire family telling them.
Trump 2024. Sorry.
They can have their entire family telling them to go get help, and they'll say, I'm not the problem.
That's right.
But like, you can't help somebody that don't want to get help. But you can distance yourself. You can work on yourself. You can stop competing with their image of you or what you should be.
And just be your image.
Be what you need to be.
That's right.
Beautiful.
I like
And like
that,
you
bro.
said, go back to your kids.
Yeah.
Be the person that you need your kids to be.
Yeah. They need to see greatness.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
What about you, bro?
For me, narcissism, confidence, and gaslighting. It's getting back to reality. Pretty much what bro over here said. Like, a lot of people are living in this TikTok spectrum or whatever. Look at the person that's in front of you. Okay, this is the situation. Let me see how we can deal with it, how we can grow our children, how we can grow ourselves. Okay, we can't grow together. As sad as that is, let's separate. But we still got to keep these kids together and do what's best for them. But the whole narcissism is change your reality, if that's that, or just getting away from whoever you're with. Whether it's taking your kids or whatever, you just got to make that situation the most right. The gaslighting is similar. You just got to escape because you can't change that person. They got to want to change for themselves, ultimately. And that's just what it comes down to.
Or take ayahuasca.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't condone any illegal drugs.
I want to
It's not illegal.
It's natural.
Whatever he said, ayahuasca. It didn't sound American.
DMT.
What you think?
Don't sound legal.
I basically take it as, just understanding, just like you said, just communicating. And narcissism is like being selfish, you just
Ego.
It just depends, on
Please come save me, somebody.
on who you dealing with. Really, is if that person wants to change or if not wants to change. Or like myself, I was narcissistic or whatever how you say that word. I was all every bit of selfish, wanted it my way, everything, and I had to wake up once I had nobody there to blame but myself. That's where the change happened with me. I was like, all right, you need to change, bro. And then the gaslighting, like how you said, you just can't really gaslight people on, they need to change if they don't want to change because they're not going to change the way
That's
that
right.
you want them to change. So, and that's just.
I like that. For me, if you're dealing with a narcissist, I just want you to know it's people that's waiting on you to lead that situation. Don't never think that you're alone. Don't ever think that you're by yourself. A narcissist will separate you away from your pack just to make you self-reliant on just them. But I just want you to always know that there is somebody to reach back on. They just waiting on you to shift out of that mindset that you're in. Confidence, gaslighting, don't really care about it. All I'm really focused on is men's health, mental, emotional, physical. Emotional and physical is what really matter because this is men's talk. We here to help the ones that's under us, the ones that's over us, and that's the ones that's right in our age category. So from this episode, I hope anybody that this could help helps, because we here for you. Just be willing to ask somebody. Like my guy said, it's like he had a pride issue to where it was hard for him to reach back and just ask for help. We here for it. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everybody for today. This was a great topic. I can't wait to the next one. This is Men's Talk on 84
That part.
Podcast. You know what the business is.
Like, comment,
With your
subscribe,
host, Mr.
motherfucker.
Davis. And let's slide out of this
Press
thing,
that like
man.
button.
We'll see.